Hey, Elise.
Hey, it's B.
Good, that's natural.
Yeah.
We're going to be playing... You want to play a board game?
Yeah, let's play a board game.
Okay, that's consent, ladies and gentlemen. I asked first. We're going to be playing a board game today. It's called
No, you know
Glass
what?
Road.
Never mind.
Oh, revocation of consent.
I don't want to play a board game.
Would you come along with me on this journey, please? We're going to today play a game called Glass Road.
Where are we going on this journey?
To whatever is at the end of the Glass Road. I don't know. I'm going to guess based on, it's a board game. Probably a German town in the Middle Ages.
Ooh. That sounds like that could be nothing but a good time.
I think the odds are pretty solid. So hey, how about we actually play this board game?
Okay,
so Glass Road is it's a game by Uwe Rosenberg, who made A Feast for Odin, and also Agricola, and also Caverna, and also Patchwork, and many games that we like. This one is a lot smaller.
Yes.
Both in terms of actual physical size, and also it's a short game, it's really fast, and I think it's super cool. And it plays pretty differently with 2 players than with the other player numbers. I think it's really cool at 2 players. And as you know, that's a big deal for us. We play a lot of 2-player games.
It's tubular.
It's two. Okay, it's 2.
You said cool like twice in a row. I thought
is wrong.
maybe you needed another word.
So first we need a random method of determining who will go first.
Oh, my favorite thing. Yes.
All right, let us roll the ceremonial melon die.
Yes.
I think this might be the first video where we've used the melon die. Aha, that's me.
Oh.
I am first.
Yeah.
I will take the melon die.
You should probably let everyone know. Yeah, we already have our
this might be the
sides
first
chosen.
time that we've used the melon die on camera, but we use it almost every time we play a game.
I'm going to make it larger since it is also going to be the first player token.
Okay, fine.
Also because it looks really funny like that.
Yeah, it's a good 2-sided die that looks like a watermelon.
Roll, baby, roll.
I'll include a link to the thing for this in the description because it's cool. Okay, so I'm first. So the way this game works is there's going to be 4 rounds. You can see at the bottom of the screen here, we each have 15 cards in our hand. It's the same 15 cards for every player. What we're going to do is we're going to select 5 of these cards to be our actual hand for the turn. We're going to put the other 10 aside. Then we're going to take turns playing cards and performing the actions on the cards in order to get this, obtain resources that we will use to craft buildings which are worth victory points. If you've ever played any board games before, this is probably fairly familiar to you.
This is unheard of.
We'll place the new buildings onto our little board here, which is filled with various terrain tiles that are useful and or terribly annoying. And you'll kind of see how things are. I'm not going to explain all the actions. We'll just play a game. It takes so little time to do it. But hopefully this will be enticing to some people. I think this is a super cool game. And my guess is it's probably not very expensive to buy it because
not too many components.
Yeah, it's not a huge number of components. So the central sort of innovation, the thing that makes this game the coolest, I think, is these little production wheels. Throughout the game, we'll be trying to make glass and bricks. And you can see we started with 3 buildings printed on our mats that will score us points at the end of the game for the amount of glass and brick we have. The way it works is whenever you gain a resource, like say if I gained 2 wood right now, you can see I'm at 4 wood, so I would go up to 6 wood. Whenever the 0 space is empty, like say if I gained a bunch of quartz sand here, you move the arms of this little clock-looking thing, which in Tabletop Simulator we do by changing the state, and you can see I've gone from 0 glass to 1 glass. And it cost me 1 of each other resource. Updating the wheels is mandatory. The moment you can, you must. Not in the middle of an action, but you know what I mean. And that, I think, provides a lot of the engine of sort of resource tension in the game is being careful when you gain resources because you sometimes really need not to make glass or bricks because you need a certain amount of charcoal for something or you need a certain amount of clay.
That's part of the reason why I find this game hard, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, I'm going to make some stuff. But then maybe I needed to not make some stuff because I really needed those raw resources.
Yeah, it happens to me too.
Yeah.
So this is what we have available here. This is the central building market. You can see each building has victory points on it. Buildings in the top row are anytime exchange actions, and you may notice that they use the same notation here that they used in Feast for Odin. These buildings just give you something immediately when you build them, and the ones in the bottom row are all end-of-game scoring buildings. So have a quick look at these. All right, I see some stuff I might want to do. Let's make it happen. So, Elise, it's time. Figure out what your 5 cards are.
Okay. I will do so. And you're going first, right?
And I'm going first, yeah.
Okay.
So we'll explain the in-depth mechanics in a minute here. I'm just going to be staring at this board while I make my decisions.
So there's one card that I want to play.
Yeah.
But based on like the 2 games of this we've already played before, I'm pretty sure you're going to play it in the beginning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We'll see if I'm right or not. I can't tell you right now.
I bet I know which card you're thinking of.
I wanted to play it, but
and we'll explain why it's... I mean, if you think I'm going to play it, it might be good for you to play it. Right?
Yeah.
Right? You remember how the game works?
All right. We'll see.
Okay, so I'm going to use these 5 cards. We're just going to turn these guys all over. There's probably a better programmatic way to do this. I don't know what it would be. So I'll just grab these and pull them out of my hand. Set them aside. All right, I got my 5.
Okay, I am almost ready.
So you can see each card has on it 2 actions. There's a little illustration, and then below that there's 2 scrolls of paper. Those are the 2 different actions that the card can have on it. And on the left, there may be an orange slip of paper that has a cost you must play when taking the actions on the card. We're going to take turns. I'm going to play a card, then Elise is going to play a card, and we're going to do that until one of us runs out of cards. But when one of us plays our card, if the other player has that same card in their hand, they get to play it at the same time, and we'll... This will become a little clearer to you in a second here. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, so I'm going to start with... Oh no, I didn't plan all the way. I'm going to start with a pond builder.
Okay, it's all you.
Okay, so if I play the card and she doesn't have it, I get to do both of the things. If I play the card and she does have it, we each only get to do one of them.
As separated by that horizontal line.
So I'm going to do this. The top thing is build a pond somewhere. I'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to put a pond right there. And then I'm going to gain a quartz sand per pond. So this thing. So I have 3 ponds on my board now. Let's go ahead and grab this up to 3. And that is enough to produce a glass. All right, Elise, what do you got?
Okay, I would like to play Pit Worker.
Pit Worker, okay. Pit Worker is very similar, but for pits.
Yep.
So these little
little
terrain tiles, these one-space terrain tiles, can be removed from your board anytime. They're never an obstruction. If you want to get rid of them, you just get rid of them. The forests, on the other hand, can only be removed by cards that let you remove forests. So it is important to get rid of those. All right, so you're choosing to get quartz sand?
Yep. So I get 1 pit and a clay, and then I got 1 quartz sand per pit, which is 3.
Okay.
So I went from 0 to 3, so now I get to move my wheel.
Get to?
I must.
You are forced to.
I am forced to move my wheel.
By the laws of market economics.
So I've made a glass.
You have indeed made a glass. All right, I'm going to play Cultivator.
Okay.
Do you have a cultivator?
I almost played Cultivator, but I did not.
Okay, so you're not going to? You
No,
don't have him?
I can't. I don't have him in my hand.
I'm going to choose to remove a pit at this moment. And then I'm going to take the top action of Cultivator. I'm going to put down a pond.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take the bottom action of Cultivator. And I'm going to take this thing here. The Loess Island. I don't know. Maybe that's the right way to pronounce that. It costs 2 quartz sand. That's on the left is the building cost. So I will pay my 2 quartz sand. And I will receive 2 clay per adjacent pond, which turns out to be 6 clay.
Wow.
I now have this many clays. And also a victory point at the end of the game.
Nice.
What's up? What do you got?
Well, let's see. I'm going to play I think I'm going to play supplier.
I am also going to play supplier. So when you match somebody's card, you drop your thing over here. As you can see, you have 2 slots for doing that. You are only allowed to match another player's card in this way twice. I can't see that limitation being terribly meaningful in 2-player, but with more people, I could see it coming up. So the supplier has, as his top action, take 2 of a good, and then each other player receives 1 of that good, and as his bottom action, construct a building. So what'll it be?
I'm gonna... Food?
You can take food?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So, many of the resources are only on one of the dials. Food and charcoal are both represented on both dials. Are both represented on both dials is probably the thing I was trying to say there. So when you get food or charcoal, you can choose to take it in either place, but you can't split up a single payment. So like where she receives 2 food, she has to take it as 2 food on this dial or 2 food on that dial, not 1 and 1. And then I get 1 food, huh?
Yes.
I'm going to take it here.
Okay.
And then we will do my supplier. I'm pretty sure that I can't build any interesting buildings. I could build...
Oh, I want to build something.
Actually.
I want to build something.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you took the top action.
I don't want to.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. We'll go back. So,
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm losing my mind today. It's Monday.
Yeah, go ahead and untake your food.
I'm sorry. You have to...
Okay, so you want to do the bottom action instead.
Yes, I'm sorry. Oh,
yep,
goodness.
I untook my food too.
I'm losing it. I wanted to build the office. That's why.
Yeah, that's a good one. I was definitely headed in that direction.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, wait a minute. No, he's eyeballing it.
Okay.
So the office costs 1 glass and 1 clay, and
so
you can do this
those...
action at any time. If you'd like to read it, I don't know, but...
Well, we'll talk about it in a second.
So clay
because they don't
glass?
know what the private offer is yet.
Oh, yeah.
You saw me eyeballing it, and you were like, wait a second, I want to go back in time and do what SB's going to do.
Well,
I see how it is.
that's what I was playing it well, I was playing it for both, but... I'm sorry. I'll pay more attention.
I bet you will. I've
Maybe.
never seen that before. I'm going to slightly wish that stuff had come down in a different order. I'm going to use the bottom row action. I'm going to use the bottom action of it as well. I'm going to build. I'm going to take this thing. So it costs 2 wood and 2 clay. So I will pay my 2 wood and my 2 clay. And I am going to remove this grove before placing this building so that I have a place to put a building.
Did you explain that you can remove the tiles whenever?
I did.
Okay.
So when I get this, first of all, hooray, more points. Secondly, I get 2 brick.
Good job. Pretty good.
And then it's my play?
Then it is your play.
All right. I'm going to play Feudal Lord.
No!
Yep. So the Feudal Lord, the top action on Feudal Lord is you can take a building of each type and place them over next to your board. And that creates your private offer. Those are buildings that only you can build. Mm-hmm. And you can take, every time you take the Feudal Lord action, you don't replace, if you already have private offer buildings, you just add 1 new one of each type. And then the building that Elise purchased allows you to burn one of the buildings from your private offer to get 1 of a resource. Mm-hmm. It's a pretty good building in our very limited experience. We played this game like twice.
Twice,
so
yeah.
we're not super experts on it. But it seems to be awfully good.
Seems like a great time to make a video about it.
So the bottom row action is just take a clay and a wood. I don't particularly think I need to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to make myself a private offer. Oh yeah, they come out face up. That's right. By the way, this is a really good mod. It has good scripting. It takes care of setup for you. If you just sit down at the table and then press the button, it deals out all the cards and places the stuff.
Look at that.
Oh.
A shingles manufacturer.
Yeah, that seems all right.
That's interesting.
Grove Court builds a bunch of groves for you, and all. I mean, it's worth 4 points. And the water mill will get you a point for each water you have. Okay. It's expensive. And you are doing the same, I assume, because you want to fuel your office.
Yep.
Okay, interesting. So this one replaces the Brotherhood of the Masons. Some of the buildings overwrite your pre-existing scoring buildings. So like this replaces Brotherhood of the Masons, which is worth a maximum of 3 points, with a building that is worth 4 points and also gives you stuff right away. It seems pretty strong to me.
Okay, so now it's my turn.
Hey, you.
Boy.
This goes over here.
I guess the supplier does too.
You big cheater. No,
when do I move
You
it?
played the supplier.
I actually, could you explain to me why? I don't understand that exactly.
Because them's the rules.
But then when we're done, I move it over here.
Oh, when you're done, you take it back. When we're done, you take it back into your hand.
That means I have 2 discard pools then.
Elise,
that's too much.
Stop being difficult. Take your turn.
Okay. So this is the card I thought you would be playing.
So then you don't want to play that one.
Oh, did you see it?
Because when one of us runs out of cards, that will immediately end the turn.
Okay, I'm gonna play this instead. Okay. Forest Manager.
So you're gonna play Forest Manager.
Yeah.
All right. So this is very much like the pond management guy and the pit management guy. Yeah, it's all yours. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so I am going to. What do I want to get rid of? I guess I'll get rid of one of the pits I built.
Okay.
For a grove.
All right.
Of beautiful, beautiful trees.
And also a wood.
And a wood. So get 1 wood there.
And then you can get a food per grove or a wood per grove.
I will get a food per grove. So that's 3 food. Did I say wood? I meant food.
You said food.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay.
So get ye glass.
There we go.
And then you did a good job. So I'm gonna play Slash and Burn Farmer.
Yep.
And you're gonna play Slash and Burn Farmer.
I knew it. You always played on the first turn. I
always play something that removes forests on the first turn.
I just had a feeling.
So the cost for this is remove a forest. You don't really get a lot of opportunities to do that. It's an important thing to do, I think. And then I either take 2 charcoal or 2 food. I'm going to take 2 charcoal, I think.
I am also going to take 2 charcoal.
All right. And that updates my thing here. But I can't move the wheel any further, despite the fact that the 0 space is open, because I am maxed out on bricks. My brick counter is maxed. If I were to spend a brick, I would immediately move the dial up again. I have all of the bricks, Elise.
You have so many
all
bricks.
of them. And now, because a player's hand is empty, the turn is over.
Yep.
So, notice... Hold on, let's leave this here for a second. If Elise had not read my position well, she would have been able to... she only would have been able to play 1 fewer card than I got to play. It's really important to figure out what the other players at the table are likely to do and do the same things. Not just to foul them up, but to guarantee yourself some extra actions as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the end of that round. That's the game. We just do that 3 more times and then it's over.
Yep.
Like I said, it's actually very fast.
Super
you do not
fast.
take a huge number of total actions here. So here's the go in first melon die.
Thank you.
So let's have a look at our situation. Oh, also, because it is a new turn, new buildings get dealt out to the board. And there's scripting. You don't have to actually do stuff. So we're going to want to pick up some stuff that costs bricks. Okay. I see some things. I'm going to avoid indicating them with my pointer so that Elise doesn't steal them like a thief in the night.
Do you want me to plug my ears and hum?
No, because it's your eyes would be the problem there.
Do you want me to close my eyes and hum?
I don't.
Okay.
Okay, so we need to do some this kind of thing. Let's pull that guy over into the I'm definitely playing you area.
Let's see.
We're actually going to need to do something like this too. What do I... Let's say we do that. I have to try to read Elise's position while simultaneously sort of juking her, and almost every kind of thing can be gotten in a couple of different ways. There's like 2 cards that get every resource. So you can kind of try to steer around your opponent if you think it's obvious that you would love charcoal. Maybe you get your charcoal from Slash and Burn Farmer, or maybe you get your charcoal from Fuel Collector, or maybe you get your charcoal from the Charcoal Burner. So I think that's a thing that I really, really like about this game. I love games that have some kind of Yomi in them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm too old and slow to play fighting games anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm older than you, so.
I just barely.
Enough.
So what else do we really need? I wouldn't mind running this guy out again. Because I think we're going for a strategy that's kind of... I have a plan.
Do you?
Yeah. We could do a little bit of this. That wouldn't be terrible. Because we're going to end up in this place, right? But the more we commit to this strategy, the more obvious it is going to be to her what we're doing.
I'm gonna know.
You're going to know. So we need... honestly, I might do that. Are these sane cards to play?
I don't know.
I'm going to do it.
I don't know if mine are either.
You know what? Actually, I'm being kind of silly here. I box select the cards I don't want to move them out of my hand. I could just box select them and then flip them.
Yeah.
There we go. That's how a smart person would do that. Well, actually, a smart person there's probably an easier way. There's this discard button. I bet if I just box select them all and click that, it would...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I haven't fiddled with it yet. I don't want to do it while we're live. So,
okay.
You are Melon. Go ahead.
I'm going to play Woodcutter.
Oh, are you?
Oh, man.
So, Elise, which of the 2 woodcutter actions would you like to take?
I'll take the bottom action.
Okay, I will also take the bottom action because I think you're very smart.
Copycat.
So move from 1 wood to 3 wood over here.
And I move from 2 to 4.
Get red. Get red like a book. That doesn't go there. That was... You played that card. I know.
Silly.
In 2-player, it almost can't matter, but I'm enforcing.
Okay. It's on you.
Yep. So I can do this now, right?
What's this thing?
That's this is a thing that's used for solo play. You can play this game solo. I find
then maybe you shouldn't have it when you're playing.
It's just in this. It's in this seat naturally.
I thought you had something special.
I find it very difficult, like extremely difficult. I'm gonna play Carpenter.
Okay.
You got a Carpenter?
Nope.
Okay.
I thought about it.
So I'm gonna remove another forest. We're gonna gain a wood, and we're gonna build this water tower right here. So it costs 3 brick and a clay. And I get to put a pond in each adjacent empty space.
Wow.
And it's worth 4 points. Scores in this game, our scores, the winning player score has tended to be in the 20s. So it's not a huge scoring game. So 4 points is like actually very significant.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, sweetie.
Let's see. What do we want? I think I had an order to this. Let me make sure I'm not going to screw up my order.
So like these forest removing guys are interesting because removing forests is great. But the thing in the orange scroll is a mandatory cost. So once you've removed all your forests, you can no longer play the forest cards in your hand. And being out of forests in an obvious way before the end of the game means your opponent has far fewer cards to consider.
Yeah. I'm going to play Supplier.
Okay, you got it. I do not have a supplier.
I think for my items...
What will you take?
I will take 2 charcoal.
You'll take charcoal. I am cool with taking charcoal. I'm going to take my charcoal on this wheel.
Okay.
Another thing I think is really cool about this design is that you can tell by how many times somebody's arms have moved at the end of the game how many glass and clay they produced, which is really cool for end of game analysis stuff.
I don't know why I'm doing that because I'm not done yet. Okay, so second
And then
action
you're going to do a building.
Build a building. And I would like to build the home of the Brotherhood.
Yeah, seems good.
Replaces the Brotherhood of Masons. Costs 3 wood and 2 glass.
So your wood goes down to 1. And then you get 4 clay. You can, yeah. It's okay. We know where it is.
There we go. And I make a brick.
Not bad.
Yeah, not too bad.
Not too bad.
Not too shabby.
Okay.
Is it shabby?
when I spent my bricks,
Not too shabby.
I must update my track here. I must not cheat, Elise.
Yes, you must not cheat. Please. And also you must not.
I've made a smallish error. I am now noticing. It's alright, we'll be fine. I'm gonna play Slash and Burn Farmer.
Okay.
Will you? No, you will not.
I will not.
Alright, so I will pay an entire forest to produce 2 charcoal and 2 food. And I am going to... I guess, in a very real sense, it doesn't hugely matter which place I do this in. I'm going to take the 2 charcoal and the 2 food both in this wheel.
Okay.
Am I? Yes. Sorry. Had a moment of indecision there. Pretty sure that's right, though.
It's okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I am going to play my office building real quick. I think I can do it now.
Yeah, you can do it anytime.
Whatever. So I'm going to remove the...
Anytime except in the middle of an action.
The reed hut. Where do I put it, though?
I don't know. Just kind
I'll
of
just
set
put it
them.
here.
Yeah, that seems fine.
In order to get a quartz sand.
Okay.
Whoa, that's a big pile growing there. And then I'm going to play... What am I going to play? What am I going to play?
I actually don't know.
I'm going to play Feudal Lord.
Okay, go ahead. So let's see, what's she picking up? She's got a sawmill, a water tank, which that's a considerable amount of water,
Wow, yeah.
and the forester's office. That's an interesting building.
Huh. Yeah, interesting indeed. Then I get a clay and a wood.
You do. I made a misplay here. Or rather, I made a misselection. I did a bad job.
This game is tricky, I think.
It can be.
Well, for those of us who aren't as smart as you,
You have 2 cards left.
tricky. I do. But what are they? What could they be? Do you know?
So, I didn't leave myself with the resources to get the building I want. So I have a build in my hand that is dead. I am looking for alternative builds. How much wood do I have? I have 4 wood. Actually, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to play Cultivator.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright, so I'm going to take a pond. We'll put that pond right here. And then I'm going to pay 4 wood and 1 glass to take this boarding house, which allows me to convert a water and a charcoal into a tremendous amount of food.
Yummy.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, something is on... Oh. This is a strange pond. That's weird. The art on all the other ones is identical.
Okay, I'm going to play Pond Builder.
Okay. I strongly considered it, but I elected not to take it.
Okay, and then I'm going to take 1 water per pond. So 3 water. Giving me 1 glass.
Okay. And then I fish farm.
Okay.
Alright, so I will pay a charcoal from my glass wheel to gain 2 food, and then also to gain a food per pond.
Mm.
And I think I want to go 2 food on this wheel. What disc get off of there? 2 food on this wheel, and then 1 food per pond on this wheel. So that is 5, 6, 7, 8.
Jeez.
I guess I'll only gain 7. And then the round's over.
Hey.
Yo.
You live in Duckburg. 'Cause ducks would want to live there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably past my bedtime. I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, I appreciate your contribution. Alright, so that's the end of that round.
I swiped my melon.
I swiped your melon.
Swiped it.
That's real true facts.
True facts with SB.
Okay, so because I matched one of her cards and she matched none of mine, I actually, despite being second, I got to play all 5 of my cards and she only got 4 that time. So it's really important. I'm always interested in games that...
We needed, do we move these down?
Nope.
Oh, we just
Because the positions don't matter in this game.
Oh, I guess that's true. Okay.
I don't remember what I was about to say.
Sorry.
Elise, you derailed me. I've been derailed.
You were saying...
That life is like a hurricane here in, what?
Nothing.
Some kind of problem?
Just nothing.
Okay. So, we have an obvious concern, I think. It's just a matter of getting there. So, I need... this thing. I need it real bad. We're part of the way there. It's actually kind of a lot of that secret resource that I will not mention out loud.
Suspicious.
Let's maybe take this dude. And then we also need a little bit of this thing going on. Maybe this guy's the way to do that? Or, that's interesting. That guy's an option for sure. We don't need a lot of it, so maybe what I do is this. I mean, I should do this. So maybe play this guy. I don't know why that flipped over. These 3 seem strong, and then we want to keep on the linear as well. My cards are flipping over as I'm moving them around in my hand. And I don't know why. So part of the value of this card really is that it... when you're building your hand of cards, you're never exactly sure how many of them you're going to get to play. And part of the value of this guy is that he helps sort of patch if you make foolish errors or you misread your opponent a little bit.
Okay, I am ready when you are.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna do this the smart person.
You are also ready when you are.
I am also ready when somehow that didn't... I failed to box select my hand, Elise.
Try again. You can do it.
Okay. Oh, you're right. I could do it.
Good job.
Good job, me.
Good job, you.
Good job, me. Okay. I'm going to play Clay Worker.
Okay.
It's good?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I spend this water, and I get 4 clay. I kind of figured that you were not going to be into Clay Worker.
Yeah. I'm going to play Supplier.
Me too.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take the build action.
Okay.
Because I would like to build winery.
All right, interesting. So that's a pretty good one, it seems like.
Yeah.
So go ahead and spend the resources to build it.
Okay, so it is 1 glass, 1 clay, and 2 bricks. Okay.
Yep, and then when placed any number of times, you may exchange a grove for 3 food and a wood.
Yeah.
And you have 3 groves with which to do this thing.
I think I'm gonna do it just once.
Okay.
So 3 food and a wood.
Indeed.
Actually,
Oh,
twice.
twice.
Oh,
All right. You're a madman.
I am. So 3 food and a food? 3 food.
3 food.
So this will be 3 here.
Yep.
And a wood, and then 3 food here.
Okay.
And a wood.
All right, and for my supplier, I'm going to take the top action. I will choose to receive... What will I choose to receive, though? 2... I think actually I'm just going to take 2 wood.
Yeah? Okay.
Yep.
So I get a wood.
You get a wood.
I got so much wood. Okay.
Okay, and then it's my play. And I am going to carpent.
Okay. It's all you.
All right. I am a carpenter, one who carpents. So I will gain another wood, and then I will make a building, and it will be this building. So the floodgate costs a wood, and 3 clay, and 2 brick. And at the end of the game, I select the largest contiguous group of ponds on my board, and I score 1 point for each pond that is in that group.
Mm.
Right, and then it is your play.
I'm going to play Feudal Lord.
Me too.
Alright, I'm going to take my 3.
Yep, seems seems pretty obvious for you. I'm actually pretty torn on whether I also want to do that or just get more buildings, because I'm not super jazzed about the buildings that I have here. Not terrible. I think this one could be pretty relevant. You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna take the clay and the wood on it, I think.
Oops.
I think this actually does end up being pretty good. We can probably get in a place to play this thing just for the points that are on it. That'll be okay. What have you gained? A charcoal kiln and a log driver.
And the Masons
Oh,
Guild.
that's cool. And a Masons Guild, replacing your Brotherhood of the Masons. Unfortunately, your Brotherhood of the Masons has been replaced. Also, unfortunately, that would be really good for me.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm very good at making bricks this game. That's a shame.
Sorry.
You're not sorry.
You're right.
I know you. So it's me then.
It's all you.
This is unfortunate for you. Alright, I'm playing Pond Builder. Are you getting in on this pond building?
Nope.
Okay.
You do what you gotta do.
Surprise, surprise, I'm going to add a pond to my large group of contiguous ponds. Actually, I'm going to pull this grove and add the pond here. And then I take a quartz sand or a water per pond, which is enough to fill the thing. I think I'm going to take... I'll take the water. Let's fill my water gauge. And that's the end of the round.
Yep.
No, that's not the end of the round.
No.
There is a special rule in place.
Oh?
Yes, you do get to play a third card.
Oh, because I have 3 left?
Yeah, you are not allowed. The turn is not allowed to end before a player has played their third card.
Oh, okay.
So you get one more play.
So I'm going to play Charcoal Burner.
Okay.
So I pay 1 wood.
So you get 3 charcoal and then 3 charcoal.
3 charcoal. And then 3 charcoal.
Yeah, that's a lot of bricks. All of a sudden, This is starting to look pretty good for you.
Goodness.
Oh, except you can't actually build it, right? Never mind. Never mind, I'm being dumb. Then the round ends.
Okay.
I am prevented from getting my incredible slam dunk victory by the game rules.
Yeah, those sneaky game rules.
Those terrible, terrible game rules. Trying to ensure that all players get to play the game and have fun. What are they thinking?
So this is the last round.
This is the final round. It's already almost over.
It's pretty fast.
Yeah, it's a quick game.
I don't feel ready for the game to end.
I would like very much to do this. So we probably want to build this guy.
So can I use my office right now, even though we're not like in a round?
Yeah, yeah. It says
Might as
anytime
well.
in the rules. The blue buildings. Do you need to use it right now?
Maybe I'll wait to the end.
Yeah, you should try to do stuff like that. You should try to do it at the last possible moment so that I can't read your position, right?
What do I want to do?
So if we're going to make this happen, we need to accumulate some more resources. We are not on this yet. I think this guy is probably pretty good. That'll get us part of the way there. Although maybe that's not the best way to do it. Here's what I'm thinking. Obviously, we need one of this. We also need to take care of that bottom situation, which is going to mean we actually need 3 of this thing. So what is the best way to get that done in a way that's not likely to totally get screwed? I'm actually not sure. It might just be this thing again, plus this. And then we have to get you as well. It's like this sequence. That sequence is maybe pretty good. That's what I'm going to do. Hopefully that was something that people could follow. I gotta be sneaky. Elise could really make this difficult for me. All right, I'm ready when you are.
All right, give me just one moment here.
I'm not going to lie, I did not do a tremendous amount of trying to read your plays. I was really thinking about what I needed. And that might come back to bite me in the ass, actually. Like, that could be bad.
I only chose 2 so far. What do I need? How
do you feel things are going so far?
Okay. I still find this game kind of tricky. Because you have to pay so much attention to the other person, which is one of my board gaming weaknesses. I feel like I'm so good at just, well, 2 things, both putting my head down and not thinking about the overall strategy, but also putting my head down and then not playing against anybody, just playing my own game. That's where I'm most comfortable, so I tend to do that, and I shouldn't. In this game, you cannot do that.
No.
Also, it's really short.
I've gotten to play a significant number more actions than you have.
Yeah.
This game, due to just kind of right place, right timing it. Although you did a really good job of reading me in the first round.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. Yeah, you just keep talking. Don't ask me any questions because I'll get distracted.
Okay, so I think we're on a pretty good strategy here, and I'm eyeballing our score. I think we're in an okay place. It's going to be a little bit lower maybe than I scored last time we played this, but I think it's still going to be pretty good. So at the end of the game, right, you've taken 4 rounds. if you're trying to get to, I don't know, let's say a goal of like 24-ish points, 24, 25 seems to be about where our winner has been. And again, that might be low because we're pretty new to the game. You really have to think about each building in that context, each building action maybe in that context. Like, is this going to generate enough points for me to be able to get up to that threshold? And it's tough to read the situation with some of the dynamic scoring buildings, especially things like this at the beginning of the game. How valuable is it going to be for me to play into this? Is taking an action that puts a pond down going to prevent me from taking an action that could be worth more points, but isn't quite as clear? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I just gotta
All right.
remember what I wanted to do.
Okay. Go ahead and lead us off.
Okay, so... Uh-oh. What was I gonna do? Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. If I don't know, who's gonna know? I think I will lead off with... Uh-oh. I still don't know.
You still... What?
Okay.
How did you pick your
Okay.
cards if you didn't know what you were going to play?
I do know. I just want to make sure.
So go ahead and play.
I gotta do a lot of math here. I'm gonna play Builder.
Yeah, Builder is all yours.
Okay, so he has to eat a food.
Uh-oh, I'm concerned that I didn't see that coming.
Well, you obviously didn't.
No, I mean I'm concerned that I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, okay. So I would like to build the kiln.
Okay.
For 2 wood and 2 brick.
Sure.
So that's I go down to 1 wood and 1 brick.
All right.
And then for my second action, I would like to build the forester's office.
Okay, sure.
Which costs 1 wood and 1 brick.
Yeah, relatively cheap and 4 points. Not bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what. You've made me relatively confident that you're not going to play Slash and Burn Farmer.
That is true.
So let's go ahead and dump this final forest. I'm going to take 2 charcoal on my clay wheel and 2 food on the other wheel.
Okay.
So we still need this and for this to happen, pretty much.
Clay worker?
Oh, no. Elise, you monster.
Alright, so -1 water, plus 2
plus
clay.
2 clay. That's actually pretty bad for me that you chose to do that this turn.
I am going to remove one of my buildings from my private offer
Okay.
to gain a clay.
All right. Let's get those over here.
This one, I guess. Just throw it over here. Because I wanted more clay.
Okay.
You ruined it.
The funny thing is, the actual problem here is that I made too much charcoal. If I had made 1 less charcoal, I'd be fine. But because I made 2 charcoal instead of 1, I spent an extra clay, and now I'm not going to generate enough clay.
Okay, go for it.
So that hurts. That's a lot of points I just lost. So we gotta audible here. We gotta slide into a different plan. Well,
You're making me nervous.
why?
I don't know, you're just hesitating.
Well, yeah, because I just explained why though.
I know, but it makes me nervous.
Okay, well, we could. See, I'm concerned we have not enough of the bottom row of this thing now to really steer into a different plan. That was a bad play on my part. I left myself in a position where my plan was too disruptible. So this guy's not super valuable anymore. I mean, he's still points. We could do this thing and just hope, just swing for the fences. We have a couple of options for building that are not phenomenal, but anything that gets us like 3 points would be pretty okay. This is 4, 5, 6, or 7. That's got potential. In fact, I like that a lot. So it costs... I'm going to play... Crud. This is a bad time to have to play this, though. I'm going to play Pond Builder.
Okay. I also have a Pond Builder.
Yep. That's bad. That's bad for me. Okay. The situation that I'm in right now... I'm wondering if build pond is actually the best play here. Because, right, we could take a lot of quartz sand. And quartz sand is worth 0.5 point per right up front. We'd take 7 quartz sand, we would make a glass, and then we'd have 3 points of quartz sand.
I took my sand while you
okay.
figure it
If we do the pond thing, we can pull this pit, build a pond, and that's worth 2 additional points on our floodgate. So I think I actually want to take the bottom row, make quartz sand action. Yeah, that leaves us with enough. Yeah. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make quartz sand. I'm going to make all of the quartz sand in the universe.
Okay.
It's also worth noting this gets us a glass, which is also worth a point. But I think that was right. All right, go ahead, Elise.
Okay. I am now going to play Supplier.
Okay, Supplier is all yours.
Okay. So for Supplier, I'm going to...
Man, you're just going to build like 6 buildings during the final round and obliterate my score. This is bad. Like I said, I put my head down too much. I wasn't looking at your board enough during the last round.
Let me make sure I counted correctly. Okay. I'm going to do wood.
Okay.
So 2 wood.
I will also get a wood.
And then for the second action, I would like to build this warehouse.
Okay. So that is
2 wood.
Pretty not good.
And 3 clay. Okay. My hope is that I will be able to get some of my markers up more.
Yeah, you'd better hope.
This.
Okay, so now we have to pull yet another audible. Well, 1 point per every 3 food you have is... It's okay, actually. It's not terrible. Not a lot of the options that we have out here are actually any good. Well, I suppose, actually, the problem is we don't have any charcoal, and also we can't get any charcoal. If I had been planning ahead on that, the boarding house could have made that food scoring building actually quite valuable. This isn't going to do anything for us. There's no thing here that is worth more than 2 points to me. Yeah, bummer, man. Oh wait, I have some personal buildings. Can I make any of these happen? This one's worth some points. Could I do that? I'd have to... Nope. I have to be able to get charcoal. Okay, so I guess let's take a 2-point building. Let's just make this thing happen. I guess this is only 1 point, though, because it costs me a brick, which is worth a point. None of the 2-point buildings don't cost advanced resource, though. So actually, all of my plays are worth at most a point. Frowny face. Cultivator?
Nope.
Okay. Why is it doing that? It's like flipping over on its own. Okay, cultivator's worth more than
What,
1
the
point.
watermelon?
No.
Oh, because I was flipping.
So I'm going to pull this pit, and we're going to build a pond with the top half of cultivator, and then with the bottom half, we're just going to grab this guy. We'll pay a brick for it. Okay, go ahead.
So oddly enough, I'm going to play woodcutter.
Okay.
This one has a home in it, so I'm not going to cut that down. So does this one. This one doesn't.
Okay, what is that? Do you just pay a point for a point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it was kind of a backup plan.
I don't think it's a I don't think it's a bad plan.
But I didn't think I was going to actually be able to play it, so
I'm just making sure it doesn't like bury me further. This is pretty bad. I think my score is going to turn out to be lower at this game than it has been in previous games. How's your
actually,
score?
no, that's a point for 2 points.
Oh, yeah, it makes you a glass. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that is the end of that.
And
So
I'm going to do some stuff here with my office.
Oh, yeah.
Should I announce it all, or should I
Yes.
just do it? Oh, do you have a card you got to play?
No, I'm watching
I'm out.
you. Just do it.
Okay, so let's see. Glass is worth money. Sand is worth half a point. And then anything that's 4, 5, 6, or 7 for me is worth something. So,
Yeah.
how about... Let's see. If we move this up 1... We'll throw that away.
I really lost a lot of points by generating 2 charcoal instead of 1 charcoal.
Move this up 1. Then we get...
Okay.
Yeah, and then if we move each of these up 1, we can get another glass.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the best way to do that? And then... what else? This is at 2 now. So I can't really do anything else worth points, I guess.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's pretty good, though.
Yeah. Was that the best way to do that?
I don't
Because you
know.
had the wood was at 4.
Yeah, I moved it up, but I probably shouldn't have anyway.
Well, I'm wondering if you might have made more total points. You gained 2 glass over that process?
Yeah.
So you gained 2 points of glass, but you lost a point of warehouse. I'm wondering if you could have gained 2 points of warehouse by moving up. You had 2 things that were at 2.
Yeah.
You could have moved both of them to 4.
You know what? Let's leave it for now because I'm not going to be able to set it back. And if I lose
It's
by 1 point, I'll be
it's
sad.
a 1 point difference, so we can just know what your score would have been.
Okay.
Okay, so let's score me out real quick. It is 2, 6, 7, 8. This guy is worth 2 points, right? I have 3 food here and then 3 food here, so I score. Forgot what I was doing. I was at 8, 10, and then my floodgate is worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 20.
That's so good.
And then this is a point per brick, puts me at 22. Half a point per quartz sand puts me at 25, and a point per glass puts me at 26. So no, I ended up about where I ended up last time. Yeah, this floodgate was real strong.
So good. I'm embarrassed to do my score.
What is your score? Your score is Forester's Office is 3. Kiln is 3, so you're at 6, 10, 12. This guy is worth 0.
Yep.
Okay, and then 16, 19, 19.
Yeah, that's not very good.
I don't think 19's bad.
It's okay.
You definitely depressed my score by taking warehouse.
That floodgate for you is so good.
Because warehouse, without me doing anything, warehouse is worth 1 more point than this food locker, and I wouldn't have had to pay a point of brick to get it.
Reroll the watermelon for victory for you.
Okay, this is my victory celebration.
Yep.
Great big watermelon fireworks.
You know,
in the sky.
we should shoot it out of a cannon.
We should shoot it out of a cannon? Okay, we can
That
do
would be a great victory.
I know how you feel about the cannon.
Celebration.
Where's the cannon? Here's the cannon. I don't know if that's... Is that going to... Hold on. Oh, no. Or don't hold on. That's fine, too.
Sorry.
Well, let me lock the cannon before you do that so we don't knock it over. All right, put it in. That basically worked. It does make a delightful little...
Congratulations!
The cannon makes a pretty solid noise when you fire it. That's... you missed the loading zone. Hooray! Watermelons in the sky for SB. So that's Glass Road. I think this game is super cool.
Yeah, I agree.
So if I hadn't... Let me show you what I was talking about over here. If I hadn't played 2 charcoal, I instead played 1 charcoal, by playing my cards in a different sequence, I would have been able to get to the 4 wood, 4 clay, 2 brick to make the watermill. And then that's a 5-point building. Instead of this audible into the food locker. That was my plan. And if that had worked out, I might have done some things differently. Maybe I would have taken water per pond again, because it might have worked out to be... Well, I don't know, actually, this worked out to be a lot of points.
You did a good job.
Thank you. One thing I like about this game is that, like, quibbling over, oh man, this play gets me 3 points, but that play gets me 4 points, doesn't feel quite as silly because the final scores are so low.
Oh, yeah. 3 versus 4 points is a significant thing. You get a low score in this game. It's good. Yeah,
so if a lot of the games we play on this channel have been a little bit heavy for your taste, or a little bit heavy perhaps for the taste of your friends, this is a cool option. It plays pretty quickly, and it's not terribly heavy. It's pretty interactive, but not directly interactive. And a lot of people don't dig games where you can like directly attack other players and stuff, because it leads to some king making, and it's a legitimate concern. This game, you have to pay a lot of attention to what the other players are doing, but it's not like everybody dogpile the winner kind of stuff. So,
unfortunately, you do not get the watermelon die or the cannon.
That's true. They will not ship this to you in the physical box.
Too bad. Oh well.
So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as we enjoyed making it. And come back next time for more, I don't know what. More board games. Some kind of board games.
Something cool. Wait, one more time.
Okay, one more time. Look at it go.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time.
Bye. Oh, I missed.